All right, we're sitting down to our feast celebrating Ethiopian New Year here at Go Restaurant. How's everyone doing? We're excited? Yay, it's dinner time. We are eating traditionally today. Happy New Year. I want to introduce you to Marlo because there's a bit of ceremony that's involved in the meal. We're going to talk about the food in just a second, but let's talk about what happened first, where everyone was washing their hands.
So traditionally, when you sit down to have a meal in Ethiopia, but especially at New Year's, you always make sure to wash your hands before you eat. And we wash hands at the table so that we are blessing the food, we are blessing God, we are thanking God for the food, and traditionally it's the youngest person in the household who will go around and do that.
Okay, very cool. So we've taken care of that part. Now we get to dig in. Before we actually start eating, Marlo, can you take me on a little bit of a tour of the different types of food that are available here? Because we're all eating off the same plate.
Yeah, so over on the side here we have kitfo, which is similar to beef tartare. So it's raw beef that's ground up very finely, mixed with a hot Ethiopian spiced butter and a spice blend called mimita. And then we also have collard greens and homemade cottage cheese. Okay. Here we have more of the homemade cottage cheese. We have tibs here, here, and here, which is beef mixed with peppers and lamb mixed with peppers and spice. And then in the center we have dorowat, which is chicken, berberi, and we have some eggs that are cooked with it as well.
And that, the one in the middle is the one that we got to help make a little bit earlier on. And I say help make because I found out that this actually takes many hours to cook, so we just came in at the very end to help do the finishing touches. All right, so we're gonna dig in, and we're gonna begin with the tartare. I've never eaten like raw meat like before, but that's okay, right? This is cool.
Oh yeah, I eat it once a week.
Oh, okay, good. You seem pretty happy. But something important that we need to know that Ali is gonna help me out with here. I'm not gonna be serving myself. Why and what's gonna be happening?
So Ali is going to feed you because traditionally you feed someone else to show them your love and care and respect for them. And so even if you are like 70 years old, if you are eating with your mother and she is 90, she will still feed you. Really? Because that's just the way to do things. Okay, cool. Well, I'm up for trying it. So Ali, I'm going to trust you to put together a nice little bite for me. So we got, and that's the bread that we made a little bit earlier on. What's the bread called again? Injera. So that's the injera bread. So yeah, let's put this together. So this is the tartare and the collard greens with the homemade cottage cheese, was it? Yeah.
Oh my gosh, exactly. This is supposed to be really spicy, right?
It's not that spicy. Well, you can make it more spicy yourself if you add more of the mita on the side, but this will not be too spicy for you.
I'm a bit of a spice wimp, so I'm going to take the bite, and then you tell me a little bit about the new year, because it's a different calendar, 13 months, right?
Yeah, exactly. So in Ethiopia, they work off of the Gregorian calendar, and so the Gregorian calendar is 7 years behind the calendar that we're on. So right now, it's just becoming 2007. So it's just 2007 in Ethiopia right now, and also there are 13 months in Ethiopia, and the 13th month, it is 5 days, but every 4 years, it is 6 days long. So it's very small, but it's important nonetheless.
All right, good job with the explanation. You timed it just right with my bite.
Perfect.
You're very good at this. I like it. Okay. Well, I'm just for 1 second, Ali. Gotta get myself mentally prepared. Enjoying a great feast here. If you wanna come down to Go Restaurant, you can find their contact info on the BT website at breakfasttelevision.ca. We're going to take a little break, and then we'll catch up with you one more time for the end of the show. Here we go, man. Let's go.